Three words: made in India. Putting so much into machine definitely brings about quality.
So, Bhas, what makes Zpro so unique, like in the market? Is it the quality? Is it the materials? Is it the design? What specifically makes Zpro so unique?
Three words: made in India. And it sums it all. See, investing so much into machines definitely brings about quality. When the machines work with a tolerance of microns, quality is a no-brainer. Material, to say, India now has a fine variety of materials available. All sorts of aluminium alloys with the desired properties are now available. I don't know 15 years back if it was possible or not, but by God's grace, when I have taken up this industry, all the alloys with the desired properties are available. Which is why, for example, the brace that we make for the Triumphtiger, Ducati Diavel, Ducati Monster, the brace that we make, the raw material that we get is so thick, yet it is so lightweight. On a motorcycle like the Monster, Diavel, Trident, this small, and so much R&D goes into keeping them light, which is why, to be honest with you, a bike like the Monster, Diavel, they are wheeling machines. So much torque, so much power, light chassis. If I was to go and offer a part that protects the bike for sure, but ends up increasing the weight at the tank area, the wheelie fun is gone. And how can I expect somebody to buy that product? If I was the bike owner myself, I would never buy a product that adds weight to the motorcycle. So in the Zpro range, what we have done as 100% without a compromise, we use aluminium, solid aluminium for that matter, to make parts like these. Sights and extender is one more example. All the radiator guards are made of aluminium. And the frames, the crash bars, the luggage racks, the saddle stays, all these things, they are made in stainless steel 304. And sometimes some components are also made in 316. For example, the paddock spool that you see from Zpro, it comes with such a beautiful shine that we get from 316 after it is turned on the machine, CNC turning machine. When you hold that part, it does have a heft. And I think personally, that is what makes it premium when you hold it in the hand.
Yeah.
We also do a set in aluminium and powder coat it. And we also do a set in Delrin for Suzuki Hayabusa now. The whole point being that the customer wants a black, homogeneous part. But a paddock spool, being such an easily ignored part, has so much craftsmanship put into it from Zpro that we make it in 316, we make it in aluminium, and we have now started making it in Delrin as well. Why? Because we make it in India, as per Indian customers, as per their needs. Somebody wants a fancy looking unit. Okay, you have a stainless steel 316. Somebody only wants a lightweight, but wants a silver. Okay, you have it in aluminium. But somebody who's finicky, somebody like me, who wants it only in black, without the powder coat, being homogeneous, we did it in Delrin. The reason being, when you put a paddock stand on a paddock spool and you install it, uninstall it, use it, basically, the paddock chip, the V-shaped clamp that you get, eventually lands scratches on that little paddock spool. After some time, once the powder coating starts to erode with use, it looks hideous. No doubt. Which is why we made the stainless steel 316 in the first place. Because we knew this problem will come. But then somebody who cares only about lightweight, okay, you can do the aluminium. But somebody who wants both lightweight, yet scratch free, we did it in this polymer that I just told you. It is such a master craft piece. It is being appreciated by the Suzuki riders, the Hayabusa riders that I ride my motorcycle with in the group. That is what makes a win-win for me and for them. They came up with a requirement that we don't want stainless steel.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want aluminium because this is the problem we face.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do something for us? And we being present in India,
Yeah.
not only had the choice of materials, choice of machines, choice of design,
Yeah.
we had everything done for them. This is where Zpro is able to customize things for you. For example, we had an idea for Triumph motorcycles made in England. Nobody in the world does a Union Jack radiator guard
Mm-hmm.
for a motorcycle like the Triumph, in which the jack itself is cut in a hexagon.
Mm-hmm.
It is slightly visible, not evident. But you really need to look carefully at the radiator guard, and that Union Jack impression is visible in the radiator guard itself. Now, what it does is it is placed at such a location that it does not lead to bike overheating.
Mm-hmm.
It still facilitates ventilation of the radiator, yet adding that England element,
Mm-hmm.
that association that Triumph has.
Uh-huh.
It is just a feel-good factor.
Mm-hmm.
And by God's grace, I can still say that was one really popular accessory for the Trident that we have done. Something that is just shown there.
Yeah.
So if you see, it's all punctured through the aluminium.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of holes, it does not block any ventilation, but you can see the impression
Yeah.
of the Union Jack present there. We do the same thing for a few more Triumph motorcycles. And this is what helps us deliver that punch in terms of a factory, in terms of a brand. We design it in such a way that so-called custom proposition is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What has been the response from people which have used maybe the Zpro products till now? What have they said about it?
Okay. So see, Zpro, like I said, was conceived for a very niche kind of a customer.
Uh-huh.
Somebody who is really finicky.
Yeah.
See, we all motorcycle riders are finicky.
Yeah.
We don't want any sort of slightest scratch on the bike. We want to keep it lightweight. We want to keep it practical. So a very suitable example in that case is, for example, the BMW 900
Mm-hmm.
850
Yeah.
GSA. So 850 was just before
Yeah.
the facelift, and the recent facelift is called the 900 GSA.
Mm-hmm.
So the crash bars that were available in the open market from a lot of manufacturers,
Yeah.
Indian also, and mostly German. So what we saw is that they were tethered on 2 points. One point of mounting was under the headlight, and the other point was the OEM crash bar that was fitted on the motorcycle from the factory.
Yeah.
Now see, crash bar is something that will flex and move. And the OEM, the accessory crash guard that was fitted was directly fitted onto that crash guard.
Yeah.
In that case, what happens is the flex of the lower 900 GSA crash bar leads to a flex
Yeah.
on the accessory. I will not name the brand here. And in a few cases, when these guys came up and showed it to me, that upper had collapsed into the plastic fairing.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day I was just designing and thinking, and I happened to see the 850 GS at that day. And the 850 GS gave me a very brilliant idea for the 900 GS 850 GSA. I just needed a support structure. Placing it aesthetically, giving it a strong support structure. So if you look at the 900 GSA and the 850 GSA crash bars, now we have made it at a 3-point support system. One from under the headlight, the other on the crash bar. But mind you, the mounting mechanism is very solid in our setup. And the third comes from a point on the chassis, which is the strongest. And once we installed and developed all this around the motorcycle, that motorcycle was virtually indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
As a result, I don't want to sound boastful, the Indian riders quickly understood what we had done. Simply because we had understood the pain point where they had gone through. We just corrected it. And I can say that the 850 GSA, 900 GSA have given a good response. A similar product is this bash plate. Now this unit, with our R&D, we found out it's obviously 100% made in aluminium.
Yeah.
It is massive. And it is made of 4 mm aluminium, thick,
Yeah.
yet lightweight. So what happened is, when we were working on these motorcycles, the 850 GSA, we found out that the entire chassis at the lower end was same. So at a point of time in our factory, we had 3 850 GSA and 900 GSA in our R&D. And we just changed a few brackets, which helped us price this bash plate so competitively because it is common to the 3 variants. Change the brackets, the bash plate remains the same. So we had already designed it for the 850 GS. When we looked at the GSA, same bash plate with a few changes, done. When the 900 GSA was launched, same bash plate with a few bracket changes, done. So if you import this under a very big brand, so to say, this bash plate will cost you plus 45,000.
Yeah.
We do it at such an economical cost. If you want to know how much we are selling this bash plate as, go to our website, zanamotorcycles.com/zpro under the BMW section and look at the cost advantage you have with Zpro. We have done this over and over again. Again, another story, the Triumph Speed Twin, Street Twin, Street Scrambler, every motorcycle that we came across, many points were common. For example, the Street Twin, Speed Twin, the entire chassis is common, except the tail section, for example. So the crash bars, radiator guards, some guards, axle protectors, all are common. They are interchangeable. How? Because we have so many bikes in R&D all the time. We developed a crash bar for this Speed Street Twin 900, 1200cc motorcycles. The idea being that we had to give the peace of mind to the rider as per Indian conditions. What they were able to buy from the showroom or the accessory that was available somehow did not give them the peace of mind.
Yeah.
And we could cover the engine bay area, the crank area, with crash bars that were functional. And eventually we fine-tuned that also. So now if you look at our factory Speed Twin, the Baja Orange that we have, what we have done on that one is we have made the crash bars so discreet that if you look at the motorcycle, they're hardly visible. And that, I think, is where the victory of design, aesthetics, and functionality comes into play. Design an accessory that performs, yet looks minimalistic, lightweight. And I feel personally, it should be invisible to an unknown eye. And that is what we have done with the Speed Twin, Street Twin crash bar. This is what we keep doing. That is what we drive. That is what drives us. Aesthetics, functionality, and minimalistic looks.
What can people see from Zpro in the future? Let's say in terms of products. What do you think? Things are coming out.
So I'll put it this way. So Zpro is a sub brand.
Yeah.
Zana is the mothership.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to announce that Zana has recently launched 5 sets of auxiliary lights, or so-called foglights, commonly known. We've got a very good response. The first thing being that these lights don't use any extra filter caps to change the color. They're very powerful. They are IP68 rated. And they're premium, of course. The premium part, I would say, comes from 2 facts. A, the circuitry, obviously, that we use, that the lumens that we derive with the minimum power consumption was critical. We are not going to harp about the watt consumption of a light. The whole point is brightness and light delivery.
Yeah.
Plus, we had in mind always that we want to deliver a very compact light possible.
Yeah.
I am not a big fan of very big parts.
Yeah.
Be it my crash bars, be it my luggage racks, be it anything that Zana makes. It has to be as compact as possible. So the Gold Series lights, they have been made very compact, delivering the circuitry that they deliver and the features that they deliver. For example, they are also paired with a Bluetooth remote.
Yeah.
They don't have a wired remote. So these features have made them premium. And they've also given us a learning. For the past 6 months that we have been selling lights, nascent.
Yeah.
Very nascent, yeah, compared to many other brands that have been existing in the market. But our learning also told us that there's another gap at the other side of the spectrum. And we are launching 2 more lights to bridge that gap. A very special feature I will not disclose because that product is under manufacture right now.
Uh-huh.
The packing material has been ordered. The boxes, the packing boxes, like I just said, we're doing a very different style. And they should be, what can I say? They'll be almost ready for dispatch to the dealers by the end of next weekend. So today is Saturday that we are shooting this video. Next Saturday, they should be on their way to dealers. Once the dealers get them, they do the preliminary study.
Yeah.
We will officially launch them on our website.
Perfect. Perfect.
So once that is done, somewhere in the mid of June, early June or mid June, I can say, Zana is also launching handguards.
Yeah.
They're all in production right now. We are launching them for the KTM Adventure, old and new, Himalayan 450, Himalayan 411, BMW 310 GS, although it has been discontinued as a motorcycle, but lost many takers, lost many lovers of that beautiful machine. Bear 650, BMW 900 and 850 GSA, and my favorite, Tiger 900, 850, the GS, the Tiger, you know, the, what do you call that? The Rally Sport and the GT. So all these parts are ready in the plant. I'm not going to showcase them. I'm a little secretive. And they'll be available in multiple color options as well. And there's a few more features I won't talk about here. And all I can say is for people who are really curious to know, they are 100% aluminium, solid spine. If I can say a little more solid than the competition as well. So we put that R&D and the study. The good thing again is because they're made in India, you can order them as sub parts whenever you need, as a child part if you need from our factory. So what we'll be doing is we'll be breaking down every assembly into sub parts. If you happen to lose them, damage them, XYZ, whatsoever, if you want to just add it as an accessory, as a change of color, you can add it as a sub part from our website as well. So that is the advantage of making in India. Do what you like. Let us know what you want. We can customize it. So I can say we're launching 1 design right now of the main cover. 2 more are in process as we talk. They are under tooling and we'll be offering, like I said, many color options. We are just discovering the fact that we have learned up till now is that there's not a massive number of the full assembly that you need. A limited number of collections will be suitable for the entire Indian and imported motorcycle industry that we run here. So early June or mid-June at max. We are coming up with the first batch of 1,000 pairs. We will be showcasing shooting from next week. So that's 2 main things up till mid-June. And come July, there is a new range of products. I'm tight-lipped about it. It's still in the nascent stages. It's still, we have done the computer 3D everything. It is still under machining as protos. Then it goes to tooling. I can only reveal that much. But we see a gap in that product in terms of premium features, premium quality that you desire. And come July, you'll have it in your hands. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
Vibhas Bhutani here, signing off with Ayushman. Thank you for your time, your patience, your understanding, your cooperation, your demands, your requests. Keep them coming. It drives us as a company and a team. Thank you.